Rutles' story is a legend, a living legend, a legend that will live long after lots of other living legends have died. Tonight, we are extremely proud to present the semi-legendary life story of the Prefab Four, Dirk, Nasty, Stig, and Barry, who made the 60s what they are today, the fabulous Rutles.
From these streets, very close to the cavern Rutland, came the fabulous Rutland sound, created by the Prefab Four, Dirk, Nasty, Stig, and Barry, who created a musical legend that will last a lunchtime. Their first album was made in 20 minutes. The second took even longer. We look at their lives, their loves, their music. We examine some of the problems that made them what they are today. And we shall also be asking some of the people who worked with them whether they were really the sort of lovable people they were made out to be.
Yes, tonight we examine the entire legend of the Rutles. At this precise point, just a few feet back here, a few feet back there, a musical legend was created. Come with me now, inside, or as the Germans say, mit mir gekommen, inside.
I'm standing in the original rat killer, and indeed these are some of the original rats. Indeed, one might say that this was a cellar full of rattles. In October 19... hello? Oh dear, there's a rat up my leg.
What's your ambition?
I'd like to be a hairdresser. Or two. I'd like to be two hairdressers.
I'd like to own a squadron of tanks.
They were very nice, you know, because they'd heard about us, you know, because we were the South's answer to the Rutles, you know, at that time.
What Ron and I'll do is probably to write some songs, you know, and sell them to people. We tried to write some for the Rolling Stones, and they're probably going to buy them.
The one for that was Dirk, really. He was a real hustler for the songs, I think.
Right.
And so they ran round the corner to the pub to write this song and came back with it and played it to us. And it was horrible. And so we never bothered to record it.
Her Majesty herself is there to greet the Rutles on this royal glittering occasion, the annual Royal Command Performance.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And now we'd like to do a number dedicated to a very special lady in the audience tonight. Barry's mum.
It must have been a great honour meeting the Queen.
Yeah, it must have been.
What did she ask you?
She asked us who we were. And
What did you say?
I said I was him.
I felt more like him than me.
Do you feel better after seeing the Queen?
No, you feel better after seeing the doctor.
Not my doctor, you don't.
Not your doctor, no.
What are you going to do now?
Back to your place.
Rutles Day in Flushing, ladies and gentlemen. WC,
Bill Murray the K.
You've got to twist and ride.
Soft in the head, sounds like.
Come on! Flushing Animals, what do you want to know? What do you want to hear? If you call me up at 555-2160 and say you want to hear anything but the Rutles, I'm going to come looking for you! I mean it! Because it's Rutles Day, they're going to be here tomorrow talking about their trousers. It's a big, big day here in Flushing!
Nasty had written and published a best-selling book, Out of Me Head. Only one media remained unconquered, the cinema. In 1965, a hard day's rut changed all that.
I feel good, I feel bad, I feel happy, I feel sad, I feel rich, I feel poor, I'm in doubt, I feel sure. Any time of the day I can see her face.
He was born in Liverpool, attended school in Liverpool, was even married in Liverpool, and his football team is, of course, Everton. And it's from London that we go to Switzerland, to the Rutles' second movie, Ouch.
Ouch, you're breaking my heart. Ouch, I'm falling apart. Ouch, ow, ow, ouch. When we first met on the first hit, I felt for you right from the start.
In 1966, the Rutles faced the biggest threat to their careers. Nasty, in a widely quoted interview, apparently had claimed that the Rutles were bigger than God, and had gone on to say that God had never had a hit record. But in fact, it was all a ghastly mistake. Nasty, talking to a slightly deaf journalist, had claimed only that the Rutles were bigger than Rod. Rod Stewart would not be big for another 8 years.
That's all I said, you know. Now all this has to happen.
What do you think it proves?
I think it proves you're all daft. I suppose we'll get into trouble for saying that now.
Nasty apologised to God, Rod and the press, and the tour went ahead as planned. Despite warnings that it would lead to stronger things, the Rutles enjoyed the pleasant effects of tea, and it influenced enormously their greatest work, Sergeant Rutter. Eventually, even the press found out and offered Dirk the chance to deny it.
It's not up to me. If you come to me and ask me, I'm going to tell you the truth. Because it is the truth. I have had tea. Lots of tea. Indian tea. And biscuits.
Dirk's admission created a scandal. The press grabbed hold of the wrong end of the stick and started to beat about the bush with it, as the tide of history rolled relentlessly over them. For a start, Leggy Mountbatten was rapidly becoming a worry. Always emotionally involved with them, he had far less to do once they ceased touring. Of course, he had other artistes, the Machismo brothers, Arthur Hodgson and the Kneecaps, as well as the French Beach Boys, Les Garçons de la Plage. But his decision to put money into bullfighters as a tax dodge, plus his unusual personal life. Stig, meanwhile, had fallen under the influence of Arthur Sultan, the Surrey mystic, and Sultan had introduced Stig to his Ouija board work. It's significant that their first major flop, the Tragical History Tour, immediately followed the loss of Leggy. It was not the strongest idea for a Rutles film. By March 1969, things had got so bad within the group that both Dirk and Nasty got married. Well, not to each other, of course, to women. On the cover of their latest album, Shabby Road, he's wearing no trousers, an Italian way of indicating death. 3, Nasty supposedly sings I Buried Stig on I Am the Waitress. In fact, he sings E Burestiano, which is very bad Spanish for have you a water buffalo. 4, on the cover of the Sergeant Rutter album, Stig is leaning in the exact position of a dying yeti from the Rutland Book of the Dead. 5, if you sing the title of Sergeant Rutter's only darts club band backwards, it's supposed to sound very like Stig has been dead for ages, honestly. In the midst of all this public bickering, Let It Rot was released as a film, an album, and a lawsuit. In 1970, Dirk sued Stig, Nasty, and Barry. Barry sued Dirk, Nasty, and Stig. Nasty sued Barry, Dirk, and Stig sued himself accidentally. And 8 years after they split up, just where are the Rutles today? Dirk has formed with his wife Martini a punk rock group called the Punk Floyd. Barry is a hairdresser in the Reading area with 2 fully equipped salons of his own. Here it was that the Prefab Four, Dirk, Nasty, Stig, and Barry, the Rutles, the singing phenomena who made the 60s what they are today, here it was that indeed they were. Do you think they'll ever get back together again?
I hope not.